Imagine you're standing in a grocery store aisle, staring at 27 types of peanut butter, and walked away with none? You're not alone. In a world overflowing with choices like Netflix shows, dating apps, career paths, we think more options mean more freedom, more happiness. But the reality is, the opposite is true. Welcome to Modern Mind. Today, we explore the paradox of choice, why more options can actually make you anxious, dissatisfied, and even miserable. Modern life promises freedom. Want a pair of sneakers? You can choose from thousands. Want a career? Pick from a buffet of industries, niches, and remote jobs. Sounds empowering, right? Psychologist Barry Schwartz disagrees. In his book, The Paradox of Choice, he argues that more choice isn't liberating, it's paralyzing. Here's why. When faced with endless possibilities, our brain doesn't get excited, it panics. Every option we consider means there's another one we're not choosing. And that sparks fear of missing out, second-guessing, and decision fatigue. In short, too much freedom leaves us not liberated but lost. Ever feel mentally exhausted after shopping? Or swiping through dating profiles? That's decision fatigue. The prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for decision-making, can become mentally exhausted when faced with too many choices. The more small, everyday choices we make, like what to eat, wear, or watch, the less mental energy we have left for the big, important ones. Steve Jobs wore the same black turtleneck every day for a reason, eliminating one small choice to protect his mental energy for bigger ones. Studies show that judges make harsher rulings later in the day because their decision-making power is drained. Too many choices don't just waste time. They wear down your willpower, attention, and happiness. Here's the strange part. Even when we choose well, we're often less satisfied. Why? Because more options means more room for regret. You buy a great phone, but then wonder, what if the other model had a better camera? You go on a nice date, but think, what if someone better is still out there? This is called opportunity cost, the pain of what you didn't choose. And it lingers. A well-known Harvard study asked photography students to choose one of their own prints to keep. Half were told they could exchange it later, while the other half had to make a final decision. The result? Those who had the option to change were significantly less satisfied. The very freedom to reverse their choice made them doubt and regret it. There's another twist. The more options we have, the higher our expectations get. If you try on 20 pairs of jeans, you expect one to be perfect. But if you only try 2, you're happier with either. When reality doesn't meet our inflated expectations, we feel disappointed, even if the outcome is objectively good. That's the paradox. Too many choices don't just confuse us. They raise our standards, then crush them. So, what's the solution? Voluntary simplicity. Limit your options. Instead of trying to read 50 books a year, choose 5 that truly matter. Instead of scrolling through 300 Netflix titles, build a curated list of 10. Give yourself constraints, not to trap you, but to free you. Psychologically, fewer choices lead to faster decisions, deeper satisfaction, and less regret. It's not about settling. It's about focusing on what really matters. Here's how you can apply this today. Unsubscribe from newsletters you don't read. Stick to a morning routine that removes decision-making. Choose one goal at a time and ignore the rest. When shopping, give yourself a limit. I'll choose from these 3 options only. Train your mind to embrace clarity over chaos. Freedom isn't about having endless choices. It's about making intentional ones. Sometimes, the happiest life isn't the one with the most doors open. It's the one where you close a few and walk boldly through one. Thanks for watching Modern Mind. If this video helped simplify your thinking, leave a like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's overwhelmed by options. See you in the next one.